Did this side yesterday. Let me tell you, this is not fun. It's a job. Got her done, so you didn't have to see all my mistakes I made yesterday. We're going to do it on the other side now. This is an overview of what has to be done. I have to take this guy loose. I just replaced those recently, so I'm going to use a clamp to get that loose. Then I'm going to take the brake rotor disc off. This has to be hung up here somewhere, out of the way. So that means this bolt has to come loose. This is your ABS. That has to come loose. You can either take it loose down in here and pull the sensor out, or you can, but you're still going to have to get all this other stuff loose here, this and this and this anyway, to get this here to hang up high enough. So I'm going to go ahead and just undo this clip, undo that clip, undo that clip, and unplug it, because I really don't want to expose my sensor to the elements. Then you'll have just the mounts here, the bearing mount and everything here, the hub. And then you got to pop that loose, pop the bottom one loose. Actually, pop the bottom one loose first, then pop this one loose with a pickle fork, because the clamp that AutoZone gives you is not big enough. Once that's done, the fun begins. That's the easy part. All right. Getting those pliers. Give this a squeeze. Push it out. Small screwdriver. Unclip this. Unclip this. I'm going to pry this guy out. That's your connector. You just pry it right out. Unplug. That's out of the way. Next, we get a 10 millimeter. Pull this out. You're going to have a lot of bolts here, so get your magnetic tray or something. After that, you got an 18 and an 18 back here. Pulls this whole caliper loose. Get the 18. Probably need gloves. On a stick. Put in my impact. Yep. Turn the wheel. Make sure it's going the right direction. Neither one of those coming off, so we got to use a wrench. Well, let me get a wrench, get that off. I'll be back. All right. Had to get the big boy out for that. Somebody over tightened all that stuff when he did his brake job. It wasn't me. Yeah, it was. Now this, I found if you don't hang it right, it will come apart. So make sure you hang through the whole thing. Oh, there we go. Come on, get up there. Bouncing this thing around yesterday, the whole thing fell apart. That hung up all the way. Come on, there we go. So this guy is coming right off. In theory, there we go. Pull him up under there. Now we're down to the hub. Pull that back out this way so I can get to this, and we'll use a clamp to get that loose. First I got to take this bolt off. I think it's a 14 or 15. It's all metric here. Like a Chevy, it's half metric and half English. I got this guy as a riddle from AutoZone. You don't want to damage this guy, so put that in there. Now get your crown nut. Put it on there backwards, all the way on. And that's a 15/16 on this guy. There it goes. Now this is useless up here because everything's too big. You got to use a pickle fork. Okay, so the top one's 18. Bottom one's 15/64. I have a shot with this guy. That's backwards. I don't think it'll get it loose, but hey, you never, man can have his dreams. Huh. Sometimes a workshop. Top one's an 18. Can't get in there with the, actually I can get in there with the tool. Need a wobbly bit and an extension. Alright, wobbly bit and extension. Get on there. I wouldn't make it. Oh, that's going to take a deep. Deep. Didn't need it deep on the other side. Off she comes. About that. Now with the pickle fork, the bottom then the top. Pickle fork. I just bought it yesterday. It's already seen better days. Get in there. Bottom one's a pain in the ass. Alright, I ended up doing the top one first, straight in, just because it gets the pressure off that bottom one. Now we'll try the bottom one again. Turns out you do the bottom one from the back, this direction. Got it. You just stick it in there and whack-a-mole until you get it off. Nothing fancy. Alright, so you do this one from the back. It came out pretty easy compared to the other side. The other side, my ball joint was super loose. That may have been a factor. tool. Ah, there we go. So we're done with that. Here's the overview for the next part. We got to get the clamp on this thing, the press, get it out, because this is in the way of drilling out all that. So and then we got to drill these heads off and then even knock them out. A lot of people take this whole A-arm off and then do it from underneath. Might be easier, but personally I don't want to take that all apart, and we got the other one done without taking it all apart. Now there is no C-clip if these are factory. These are just pressed in, so no bother looking for the C-clip. You can look for one if you want. This one does not have the C-clips. These are factory. I've had this truck since it had 35,000 miles. So we got to get this clamp set up, and that's kind of tricky. And then it'll be up, and that's also a 15/16. And the cup goes over this. The bottom has a ring that goes on that, and you just give it a squeeze. It starts pushing it out, and then you got to tap it out the last little bit. And then we can start playing with the hard part, which is getting those stupid rivets out. Okay, so got the AutoZone press, ball press. That's the medium ring. Top with the small hole, E, big hole. Now this thing will fall apart if you're not careful. So gotta kind of, whoa, like that, hold it together. That goes like so, goes like so. And we crank this down, it's 7/8. Like so. And you'll need that, because you can't get in there with a tool, with a power tool. And somewhere around here is 7/8. There we go, there's 7/8. Then you start cranking away. Crank, 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 crank. I'm not going to show that. And the part will start coming out. If you're not sure it's coming out, you can crank for a little while and pull it off and look. Well, you can see that. So we got it most of the way out. Sorry, camera's on tripod. Let's do that. So we got it most of the way out. Now let's give it a tappy tap tap. It may not be out far enough. We might have to crank on it some more. I don't think I can get any further out though. So you just beat on it until it comes out. So that took 4 whacks of a hammer from this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out she comes. Done. Now then, this is going to be a mess in here. You want to hit it, you want to clean it up real good, and then get a Scotch-Brite and make it nice and shiny in there. And when you go to put the new one in, you're going to put some new grease in there just to help the new one go down. And then you put it back in with the press just like you did. Now we've got room. We can start working on that. Really. I'm going to get this bar up out of the way so we can get in there with the drill. Just literally pry it up. Pry the can up out of the way. There we go. Now we got all the room we need. So I took a hammer and peen some pilots. We want to try to get it as centered as possible. And we're going to start small, like a 1/8 inch drill bit, just something to get that started. And then we'll go to 3/8 and then half if we need it. You gotta be careful with the half. You don't want to drill out those holes that are in this arm. So you want to drill those out, and then we're going to hit them with an air chisel. We're starting with a small bit. Right up in the center. that's the hard one because this is in the way. For the 1/4 inch, I'm going to do 3/8. Tire iron, pressure. Whoa. Not so much pressure. So there's a 1/2 inch, and of course today's the day my neighbor decides to chainsaw his trees. So I think we can hit this with the chisel now. Okay, I made sure I drilled the holes with the 3/8 below the tops in case I gotta drill more. Let's go ahead and try this. Oh, this is gonna take 2 hands. Anyway, that's what you're doing. You're just using the chisel, knocking that sucker off. You just keep drilling it out until it's weak enough it breaks off. Like that. I drilled these out pretty deep with the 3/8 because the other side they did not want to release very easily. I had to beat the crap out of it. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a jack under here, so because this is spring, and the jack will keep it from moving around so much, and I'm going to pound the hell out of it. All right, here's my rig, holding it like that, beating on it here. Now, as far as drilling these out, I'm still using the 3/8, broke one a bit. And look at how far you need to drill them out. So you got to remember, these are heat. Focus. So these are heat rivets. So when they put them in there, they drop them in, and then they smash them on a press. See, I'm having to drill them almost all the way out, and then you just whack at it. You see, I've got the jack supporting it so that all, because the spring, you know, if you're hitting it with a spring, it's going to bounce. You want it to not bounce. So here's me going at it with a whack-a-mole. Whacking at it, keep drilling at it until it comes out, and hit it with WD-40 to help it. Okay, I think something moved. Let's see if we can get the money shot here. Does it look like it? Do some more. I'm going in backwards first because it's all messed up in there. Don't want to break off the bit. at it. It'll come out. I already got 3 of them out. I think it's about to start coming out. Like that. Done. This is the new one. I don't know why Chevy didn't do that in the first place. Oh, I know why. They want to say an A-arm. Comes with a cotter pin. Got a crown nut, your typical. Doesn't have a Zerks fitting. These are TRW. So let's put that in and put them bolt, top, nut, bottom. That way if the nut falls off, the bolt doesn't come out. We'll give that a little touch up paint, because there's a couple of places where the chisel hit it and stuff. And then there's the new one. It just slides right in. Gotta let the paint dry. Bolts go on the top, nuts on the bottom. And I don't remember what size these are. Okay, these are 18 on the top, and then the nut is 19 or 3/4. Okay, 18 on top, 19 on bottom. Here we go. Click, trademark Rain Man Ray. I'm going to give these a tug with a regular wrench afterwards. I don't trust tools to make things tight enough. But I also tend to over tighten. Don't over tighten. These suckers are kind of important as far as you don't want them to be loose. So I learned from Rain Man Ray, you always want to pull on a wrench, not push. Yeah, see? Oh, goodness. Try that one again. This time we'll do it with the correct hand. Pull, pull. Oh. Oh. Now the old man grunt, that's mine. Click is Rain Man Ray. If you like mechanical videos, I really suggest you go check out his channel. It's pretty good. So now it's time. I'm going to work on the top again. Bring him back down. Yeah, I got old school Craftsman tools I bought in the 80s. Craftsman's junk nowadays. But these are good tools. When I break these, I'm going to cry because I can't replace that. I'm sure I go to Lowe's to get one, but it ain't the same thing. So if we look down in here, see all that rust and garbage in there? We're going to get that out with a scrubby pad. Alright, so I'm getting here with the scrubby pad. Just make that nice and shiny. Also trademark Rain Man Ray. Nice and shiny. I like shiny. Alright, here's a TRW upper. Also no Zerks fitting. Now you notice this has a knurl edge. And the ones that came out are smooth. This also has a C-clip that goes in that top groove. And then the boot goes up against this bottom groove. So you go ahead and take the boot off, take the nut off, and then we'll smash this thing in there. Now, everybody says to grease that, so this will go in easier. Frankly, I don't know if it needs grease or not, but you know, it ain't gonna hurt. Now I use marine grease, blue. Let's grab the old marine grease right here. Give this a squirt on my finger, and we just rub a thin layer in here just to help it move. Okay, now we're going to press this bad boy in. thing. This little guy is A with the small hole. He goes up here all sketch. The rest goes on the bottom. Oop. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Now, getting this all aligned is kind of a bear. And again, this thing takes a 7/8. It's hanging up, hanging up, hanging up. There we go. 7/8. That one. And there's not much room up here again. So we're just going to use the breaker bar. And press it on in. And it will go in. Just give it a minute. There we go. Push that down low so I get some room up here. Make sure this is all aligned the way I want it. As straight as I can get it. And then I crank on the handle. Crank on the handle. I'm going to crank on that and I'll be back. So you can see there's a gap here. You just crank it and it has no choice but to go in. Okay, we gave it a good squeeze. You look in here, you can see that the gap is gone. I can't turn it anymore. So that means it's installed. So let me take this thing off, put it back in the box, take it back to AutoZone, get my money back. Alright, that's the next thing. Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Here, hold it.
I got you. I got you.
Like that. Come on.
Ball joint snap ring.
Get on up there. There we go. Just like that. Get a little screwdriver. Get a tap, tap, tap. So I gotta find a screwdriver.
How's that?
What are you doing?
I just hit the record thing up earlier.
Okay.
Your red thing wasn't up like you're recording, but you stopped. Checking to see that the ring is seated in the shoulder of the grip or the ball joint.
Now we'll get some marine grease. Squirt it down in here. If I need to. I do it anyway. I do this just to provide some extra sealing.
High-grade grease will also slow the deterioration of that cap.
Hopefully.
That boot seated.
Or increase it. I'm not sure which. Oh, wait.
Well, I departed last night after all this plus 72 hours of critical care.
Yeah.
How did you get that boot to jump on the shoulder? Is that it?
It was squeezed. Now I got to get the ring from the kid.
We'll be right back. On. All right.
We'll get the ring.
Yep, we're using the ring out of the press kit from the old AutoZone. We're going to seat the boot.
Shove one up there.
We're going to seat the boot.
You could do this different ways. This is just the way I do it. Nope, not quite. Just slide around on there. There's probably better ways to do this. This is the way I've always done it.
You can see it jump, I think, that time.
Yeah,
we went there last night.
Yeah, it jumps. No, I had the ring in the wrong place. This is the part where it's good to have a friend.
Down.
So, see the nuts by your foot? So I'm going to hold it up. He's going to shove it on.
This is your upper. Your upper. You want me to put the other one? Go hang it from the upper, right?
And it don't matter whichever one goes first. Oh, here we go.
The bottom. You gotta use the bottom first in that configuration. I'd get on the lower.
On the lower. We win.
You got the stairs scooped up. That's cool. That's nice. Nope.
Dude.
What? These. So like you look kind of down.
Can you hold it up?
You want me to hold it up?
I got it. I can get down here and look. There we go.
I was blind and it felt like a car.
Yeah, it sounded like a car.
Yeah. When I find it. Well, that not look right. It's not paper joint. We're upside down. We're upside down.
No, we're not.
Oh, there we. All right. We're making the big.
Oh, this needs to go higher. That's the problem. 18. How about 7/8?
Now, one person's job. Or I gotta need two hands at that point.
Yeah, see, I got it last night long, so.
It helps, but it doesn't.
I need a wobbly and a 18. 18 on a wobbly. If I don't trust these things, again, I'm going to hit it with a standard wrench. I don't need to see that. So, now we got the cotter pin, holes back here. I do that so the hole lines up. So, more lining up.
Stay safe.
Y'all have fun.
We are making
Okay,
time.
see you later, honey.
Making time.
Come on. Cotter pin goes in. Needle those pliers, shove her on in.
Get it back where you got it. Bend that thing right.
Bend it. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom. Figure out where the hole is. Right there.
You got a torque on that?
Yeah, there's a torque on it.
That's about there.
Click.
Click.
Copyright ring.
Click. One more pull.
Where's the damn hole go?
One more pull.
There's the hole. Nope, right there.
Cool.
Don't know where the other cotter pin is. We'll shove it in. See you in a minute. Alright, tie rod. That one.
Cool. Hold on.
What are you doing?
You got it.
I had it in place.
Better shot.
Holes there. I always forget to make sure to know where the hole is before I just going at it.
Like me, you pull back a bit, you can orient it to other parts on the truck.
Looks like a hole there.
Another cutter pin in.
Yep. It goes together pretty fast once you get past this part. Alright, that's that. Alright,
There we go.
put this on backwards. And then we hit with the brake cleaner. Once I'm using brake cleaner, more brake cleaner.
Yep.
And Oh, over. I learned that on a video. I wish I'd say I thought of that myself, but I didn't.
That is clever. I just didn't know that myself. It's actually pretty sharp.
I learned that one from Rain Man Ray.
You're not going to wipe it down.
No. You don't want to touch it now. So let's see. You know, that goes.
Back to that side.
Yeah. Yeah. When? Let's get this loose. Get it off without breaking it. Back here.
You want me to move to that side?
Nope. That's fine. Put that in place. Just come on.
Now that's annoying.
Well, that's why those little screws are there. But
I was talking about your fan vibrating this camera because you got that fan on high blasting everything. Your camera's going wobble, wobble, wobble. As soon as I let go of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right, but I can't move it to shake. Ah, see that good. I'm not touching the camera at this time. This is Gerald's Master Blaster fan, super high. Your camera's also laid in.
I need to cut it.
I touch it, you swear it's me doing it. Action. Hand shots in one.
Fighting. No action.
Much better than the camera.
Damn hole.
Much better than the camera vibrating all around the pan.
Oh, come on, find the hole. You're gonna get the other one.
Back here.
It's the hole. I get one of them. I'll get the other one. Why do these gotta be such a bear? Sometimes with the right end. Sometimes they're just a bear. This one's being a bear. That's close.
Not too bad. Hold on, we got visitors. Hold on. Just
So I got for free. I don't think that's what he had in mind.
got the making of the making of.
You don't want to side thread these and you'll never get them out. You won't even get them in. That's an 18. Make sure we're not side threaded. Okay.
Multi-angle view.
That's it. Got an 18 on it? Okay, that goes in 10.
Yeah, we gotta see where that went back to. You know,
We took it out earlier. You need a 10 on a quarter because it's small area. break that one off. Then we get this guy here. Route him correctly. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And then this plugs in where we unplugged it earlier. And then that goes in the hole that's up here somewhere. Move. Loop. There's the hole. There's the hole. Yep. That's the ABS.
There we go. Push that.
So, checklist time. Brakes are on. That's on. This is on. That's plugged in. This is on. That's on. That's on. It's time to put tires on.
I put tires on.
I don't think we need to film tires.
All right.